The Morbi Bridge was first inaugurated in 1879. It has been described as an engineering marvel. At that time, they used the latest technology available from Europe to build this. For over 100 years, in fact, for over 140 years, the bridge has seen a lot. But nothing compares to the disaster that struck on Sunday evening. It was the occasion of Chhath Puja. The bank of the Machchhu River was already crowded. Soon, people started assembling on the bridge. Now, normally, people walk through the bridge and exit from the other side, but not on Sunday. At about 6:15 p.m. on Sunday, there were close to 500 people on the bridge. About 25 minutes later, the iron cables holding the bridge snapped. Hundreds fell with the bridge into the water. As of now, the death toll stands at 141. Amongst them, around 56 are children. This is not an accident, ladies and gentlemen. This is pure and simple murder. Why was the bridge opened without a security audit? If Oreva did it on its own, what was the municipality of Morbi doing? Were they sleeping for the last 4 days when the bridge was seeing throngs of people come? This is a story of negligence and deep indifference to public safety. Questions need to be asked and answers need to be demanded. Human life cannot be this cheap. The Prime Minister today was in Gujarat for an election rally. He broke down while speaking about the Morbi tragedy. Take a look.
कोई कोर कसर बाकी नहीं રહેવા દેવામાં આવે. કાલે મોરબીમાં આ ભયંકર પીડા મન બહુ જ વ્યથિત હતું. હું દુવિધામાં હતો કે આ વિકાસના કામો છે, બનાસકાંઠામાં પાણીનું મહાત્મ્ય કેટલું છે હું જાણું છું. કાર્યક્રમ કરું કે ન કરું, પરંતુ આપનો પ્રેમ, આપના પ્રત્યેનો મારો સેવાભાવ અને કર્તવ્યથી બંધાયેલા મારા સંસ્કાર, એના કારણે મન મજબૂત કરીને તમારી વચ્ચે આવ્યો.
Eyewitnesses are now speaking to the press. In fact, my colleague Arunil, who is outside the hospital in Morbi, where lots of injured people were taken yesterday, there are eyewitnesses sketching out the absolute painful tragedy that played out. They're also talking about how locals were the first responders in this case.
Extremely somber mood in this town of Gujarat, Morbi town of Gujarat. With me are some of the witnesses in this extremely tragic incident. Some of the people whose family members are admitted at this civil hospital from where we are reporting at present. We'll speak to these witnesses or family members.
चालू करने के बाद भी एकदम साथ में पब्लिक जाने दिया, न कि उसको क्या 100-200 पब्लिक जाने दिया होगा तो अच्छा रहता था, लेकिन उसने एक साथ में पूरा पुल भरचक भर दिया था.
मोरबी के इतिहास में सबसे बड़ा काला दिन है ये, और जो वो रात को मंजर था बहुत भयानक मंजर था. ये ऐसी घटना कभी घटी नहीं है मोरबी के अंदर. जो जिम्मेदार प्रशासन को भी माना जाना चाहिए, और जो ओरेवा कंपनी है, अजंता कंपनी, उसको भी जिम्मेदार माना चाहिए कि कैपेसिटी के जांच किए बिना पुल के ऊपर गया और इतनी पब्लिक जाने दिए गए. यहाँ पे इश्तहार दिया गया था, लोकल न्यूज में डाला गया था, और वो ओपन करने के लिए कि भाई ब्रिज बन गया, पब्लिक आ सकती है घूमने के लिए.
आपके सन का मित्र है, क्या कहना चाहती हैं? जब ये घटना घटी तो पता पड़ा होगा पहली बार, तो क्या हुआ था? एकदम से
डर लग गया था, क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, कैसे हुआ. डर गए थे कि कैसे वो लोग आने नहीं देते थे, कि मुंह देख रहे हैं, मना करते थे कि अंदर नहीं जाना. मैं कि मेरा बेटा है, मुझे जाने दो. डर तो लगेगा. खुद का बेटा है।
फेफड़ों में भी पानी घुस गया होगा, उनको किस तरह से आपने ट्रीट किया, निकाला? कुछ चोटें आई हैं जैसे ये दिख रहे हैं?
यहाँ पे बेसिकली क्या होता है, फेफड़ों में पानी भरने की वजह से सांस लेने में दिक्कत हो जाती है उनको। तो यहाँ पे जितने भी आ रहे थे उसमें से बहुत कम ऐसे आ रहे थे कि हॉस्पिटल तक ऐसी हालत में पहुँच सके, क्योंकि जितने भी वहाँ पे ज़्यादा देर तक डूबने के बाद मोस्टली उतना जिंदा नहीं रह सकते उतनी देर तक। तो यहाँ पे मोस्टली जो भी आ रहे थे वो एकदम सीवियर ख़राब हालत में आ रहे थे और अधिक पहुंचने से पहले ही उनकी डेथ हो गई थी यहाँ पे।
Now, this is an election year in Gujarat and the opposition is calling for an immediate probe. The probe actually has already started, but the Congress is demanding one headed by a retired Supreme Court or High Court judge. Listen in.
FIR हुई है, क्या उस FIR में किसी मंत्री को, किसी अधिकारी को नामजद किया गया है? सवाल है कि ये अजंता मोरेवा नाम की कंपनी के ट्रस्ट को इस पुल की मेंटेनेंस, रखरखाव और संचालन का जिम्मा देने का निर्णय किसने लिया? किसके हस्ताक्षर है फाइल पर? किसके आदेश से हुआ है? उसकी जवाबदेही क्यों नहीं है? क्या आनंद फानंद में चुनाव आ रहा है, इससे जल्दबाजी में, रिबन काटने की जल्दी में आप लोगों ने बिना फिटनेस सर्टिफिकेट, बिना उसकी लोड बेयरिंग कैपेसिटी देखे कि भाई उस पुल पे 500 लोग आ सकते हैं या नहीं, आपने खोल दिया पुल।
अब बड़ा दुखद है, बहुत बड़ी संख्या में, और वो तो पुराना ब्रिज था, उसको लोगों ने शायद रिपेयर किया था, जो खबर आई है, और उसी में जो लोग गुजर रहे थे तो बड़ी संख्या में लोगों का डेथ हो गया। इतने लोगों का डेथ हो गया, ऐसा तो कभी होता नहीं। ये बहुत दुखद है, हम लोग तो इसको देख करके बहुत ही दुखद है। अब सब इस तरह की घटना घटी तो हम दुख प्रकट करते हैं, और बाकी तो वहाँ की सरकार को देखना चाहिए। आखिरकार जब कोई इस तरह से ब्रिज बन रहा है तो जरूर देखना चाहिए इन सब चीजों को।
This is the big breaking news that is now coming in to us from Morbi. As I said, and I had earlier mentioned that investigations have already begun. There were people from the Oreva company who had been called into question. We are now being told that the police has arrested 9 people from the Oreva company. The Oreva company is the same company who was given a 15-year contract to maintain the bridge, first to repair it, to fix it, to renovate it, and then to maintain it for the last 15 years. Why did Oreva company open this bridge to the public before a security and a safety audit was done by the municipality of Morbi? That is a question that they need to answer. There are questions that the municipality needs to answer as well. Were they sleeping for the last 4 days? If this company had not done a security audit or had not informed the municipality, what were they doing? What was the municipality doing? Why was it sleeping on the job? That is a question that the municipality needs to answer. For the moment, the piece of breaking news we are getting it is that 9 people from the Oreva company have now been arrested. Amongst them is their manager, Dinesh Dave. Also, the person who sold tickets for the bridge, he has been arrested, and there are a couple of guards who have been arrested as well. So that's the piece of breaking news that is coming in. The ticket window clerk arrested, security guard arrested, and the Oreva company's manager has been arrested as well. Let me go straight across to the ground. Aishwarya is joining us live from the Oreva company headquarters. Aishwarya, we are now getting to know that the manager of the Oreva company has been arrested. Have you made an attempt to get in touch with the Oreva company, and are they saying anything at all in their defense?
But there are lots of questions to be asked from Oreva Ajanta Manufacturing Private Limited company, but nobody is there to respond on the questions being asked that why the bridge was opened just in 5 months period when the estimated time was 13 months to repair the entire bridge, and what was the hurry. But we are currently in Ahmedabad at the headquarters of the Oreva Ajanta Manufacturing Limited, and this is the building which is the main headquarters. 5 subsidiary companies are based in in Ahmedabad, but nobody is there to respond. Since morning, we've been trying to reach out to the employees, to the communication manager, to the spokesperson, to the CEO himself. We've been trying to call him, but his phone is switched off. Nobody is responding. The gates over here are locked. And since morning, there can be no one seen in these headquarters. 5 companies are here of the Omega Group. Remember, Oreva Group, I beg your pardon. And this is something which is the cause of concern, because it's just not the company who is responsible, but also the municipal body, the civic body who is responsible. Because when in 5 months, the company, without any notification, without taking any fitness certificate from the civic body, had opened this bridge. And the contract that we have accessed on our channel, which clearly shows that only 100 people at a single point of time has the capacity of that bridge. But why 300 to 400 people were given 17 rupees per ticket was taken from these people, a tourist destination that the money also goes to the civic body. So whether there was a nexus between the company and the municipal body is something that both the people have to answer, but nobody is here to answer these questions.
There is something very fishy. There is something very fishy, Aishwarya, about the explanation that the municipal corporation has given. You're saying 17 rupees was the ticket to get onto the bridge. So essentially, the 500 people who were on the bridge that day and the 140 plus people who have lost their lives, they essentially paid for their death. That's how unfortunate this tragedy is. And it should anger every citizen in this country. Aishwarya, we leave it there for the moment. Oreva company not responding at the moment. Its manager has now been arrested along with 8 other people. Snehal Joshi, you're a Gujarat BJP leader. You're joining us on the broadcast. You have a tough job today to answer, and you have some tough questions to answer today. Ashpreet Khadial is from the Congress party. He's joining us on the broadcast. Krishan Mitroo is a consultant. He's also someone who specializes in disaster management. And we have Parvinder Singh Sethi, who's a political analyst, will be speaking on behalf of the Aam Aadmi Party. I don't wish to make this conversation a political tutu-meme. I understand, Snehal, that this is an election year for Gujarat, but help me understand whether the Morbi Bridge collapse is a murder or not. For me, this is plain and simple murder, nothing else. This is not negligence. This is not an accident. This is murder, and someone needs to hang for this.
First hand, I would like to say that this is a very painful incident. Gujarat is in deep. We are very sad, and I'm sure everyone in the nation is sad. As far as the government is concerned, we have taken quick steps. After 15 minutes, the local authorities were on the spot, and the rescue operation had already started, which took pick up speed at night. Our Honorable Chief Minister was there at 2:30 at night. He himself monitored the thing. Our Home Minister, sir, was also there. He had also ensured that he would be there unless things are settled.
Snehal, I'm not questioning the response. The response was quick. I'm saying I'm not questioning the response. The response was quick. I give it to you. First, it was the locals who come in. Then it is authorities and agencies that come in. Then it's the Chief Minister that comes in. I'm not questioning the response here. I'm questioning as to why this tragedy took place. It was a disaster waiting to happen. What was the Morbi municipality doing for the last 4 days? It's very easy to blame the Oreva company. Of course, blame them. They've done a shoddy job. The blood of these 141 people is on their hands. And it is on the hands of the Morbi municipality as well. If the bridge was opened, without them knowing and without them giving a safety and security audit, I want to ask you what the Morbi municipality was doing for the last 4 days. This was happening under their nose. They were sleeping on the job.
Our Honorable Chief Minister has already appointed a committee of 5 people. It's a special investigation team, and it will quickly give the reports and that all the aspects, might it be the technical aspect, might it be the functional aspect, or whichever aspect or whichever act would be, found the reason for this accident, will definitely be taken over, and the law enforcement agencies will be quickly responding to the instructions of Honorable Court, and all the legal agencies, basically. So my point is that if you see whosoever is culprit in this will not be spared. Me, you, or anyone at this point, I would suggest is not a right person to say. We have all the prima facie information on the basis of media since last many hours we have been seeing. But
Snehal, the problem is these are all cliches. What you're telling me in the last 3-4 minutes is all cliches. And we hear these political cliches every time a tragedy of this magnitude happens. The people of this country are fed up with it. Let me go across to the Gujarat police that is holding a press conference. I'm going to ask my guests to stay on with us. Let's listen into at least what the Gujarat police is saying and who they have arrested.
पगला लेने के उद्देश्य से मोरबी पुलिस द्वारा 304, 308 और आईपीसी की 114 मुजब की धाराओं के तहत इसमें गुना दाखिल किया गया। हमारा इरादा शुरू से ही आरोपियों के विरुद्ध में कड़क से कड़क या सख्त से सख्त सज़ा लेने का, दिलाने का और एक दाखला बैठने का प्रयास हमने कल जो एफआईआर की है उसमें किया गया है। आपको पता है कि ये जो टोटल जो एफआईआर दाखिल हुई है उसमें कल 6:30 बजे जो हैंगिंग ब्रिज था वो कोलैप्स हुआ है। उसकी कोलैप्स की वजह से काफ़ी लोग उसमें पानी में गिरे हैं। पानी में गिरने के बाद काफ़ी लोगों की डेथ हुई है, लेकिन पुलिस का और प्रशासन का इतना फास्ट रिस्पॉन्स इस पूरी प्रक्रिया के तहत हुआ है कि तुरंत मोरबी पुलिस, मोरबी के पब्लिक, सब लोगों ने एक उत्तम दाखला मानवता को बचाने के लिए कल किया है। इस अभियान के अंदर मोरबी के एक व्यक्ति ने, भले पुलिस की ट्रैफिक व्यवस्था हो, पुलिस के लिए लोगों को एम्बुलेंस से तात्कालिक हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाने की व्यवस्था हो, बाहर के लोगों के लिए खाने पीने की व्यवस्था हो, तमाम बाबतों में मोरबी के पब्लिक ने हमारा एक खूब बड़ा हमारा मदद किया है। हम इस मौके ऊपर
Okay, essentially that is the Morbi police patting itself on the back and patting the administration on the back to say that they've done a stellar job as far as their response is concerned, that they got very quickly to the spot and they did whatever they could. All very well, but what was the Gujarat police doing if they knew that this bridge had opened before it should have opened? If 13 months was the time for renovation given, how is it possible that the bridge was renovated and a 140-year-old bridge was renovated in 5 months? It was renovated, just by the way, by a company that manufactures watches, that manufactures CFL bulbs, and that manufactures calculators. Nowhere on their website are they saying that they have any experience in construction. So why was the contract of renovation, first of all, given to this company? And second of all, why was no one keeping tabs that this bridge had been opened and it had been opened without a security audit? The municipality is to blame, of course. They were sleeping on the job, but what was the police doing? They were sleeping on the job as well, right? Let me get in Ashpreet here. I'm going to come to the BJP spokesperson, but I think we need to let other speakers speak as well. Ashpreet, everyone, whether it's the spokesperson of the Gujarat BJP on our broadcast, whether it's the police, whether it's the municipality, whether it's the government, they are saying, look, our response was great. We were there on time. As soon as this happened, in 10 minutes, we were there doing what we could. Of course, you have to be there. It's your job.
Exactly.
The fact is that something like this shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Exactly, 100%. It's not about the response. It is that this incident should not have happened in the first place. You're very right about that. And number one, it's very unfortunate it has happened. We first condemn the first act of negligence/ignorance due to which the bridge collapsed in the first place. And the second act of ignorance/negligence because of which the real culprits have still not been nabbed. Every single culprit who is responsible, which has led to the collapse of the bridge, should be brought to justice. And number two, I was just hearing the IPS officer who's probably looking after the matter. If I heard him correct, he said 304A and 308 of the IPC have been imposed. Now, number one, under 304A, which is causing death by negligence, the punishment is only 2 years. And with regards to section 308, the punishment in that is not more than 3 years. So, even if an FIR is registered against them, they would get bail very soon. I, being a lawyer, can tell you that. So this is one, not sufficient. And we want that imposition of section 302 should happen, which is murder. Because number one, it is yet to be ascertained as to, what was the cause behind this, whether it was that somebody wanted to hush it up in order to, basically prove something or show something that they have done something. If it was hushed up, it's a matter of inquiry. Or if there was some sort of money angle involved, that the money, wasn't used, that was allocated for this project. Or number three, if there was some kind of conspiracy behind it. So, until and unless we haven't ascertained that and the probe hasn't happened, how can you
conspiracy? I don't think. This is criminal apathy, but I don't think this is a conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy. This is criminal apathy. I think it is worse than conspiracy. Parvinder Singh Sethi, come in here. You speak of. Well, no, nothing can be ruled out. Nothing can be ruled out. But Ashwin, next you will tell me this could look. This is looking like a terror plot. Who's saying that? Okay, I understand this. We have to consider. No, I'm just saying that the next. Okay. We have to let the agency do it. So you are telling me that So the Congress is saying, the Congress's stand is let the probe be headed by a Supreme Court or a High Court judge. Yes. I get that. That's the stand that the Congress party has taken. Parvinder Singh Sethi ji, बोलिए जी।
हाँ जी, मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, ये जो क्लियर कट केस ऑफ नेग्लिजेंस एंड करप्शन, उस करप्शन को आप देखिए ना, जो एक पुल है जिसका 13 महीने का समय था, उसको पहले विदाउट फिटनेस कैसे खोल दिया गया, जिसकी कैपेसिटी 100 लोगों की थी, उसमें 400-500 लोगों को कैसे अलाउ करा गया। उसके बाद अगर वहाँ पे जो जमुना, जो मच्छू नदी के अंदर जो लोग गिरे हैं, अगर वो पानी साफ होता, दलदल ना होता, तो इतना बड़ा हादसा शेप नहीं लेता। अब आप बता रहे हैं कि वहाँ पे मैनेजर को, गार्ड को और टिकट सेलर को अरेस्ट कर दिया। ये तो छोटे मोहरे हैं। जो बड़े मोहरे हैं, जो गुजरात की सरकार है, गुजरात के सीएम है या देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं, जो गुजरात मॉडल की हर जगह वाहवाही लूटते हैं। ये गुजरात मॉडल, ये कैसा गुजरात मॉडल है जो इतना बड़ा हादसा हुआ है, इसमें करप्शन इन्वॉल्व है। और ये कहा जाता है कि बीजेपी के लोगों की सांठगांठ थी रेवा कंपनी के साथ, और उन्हीं की सांठगांठ की वजह से उसको बार बार कॉन्टैक्ट किया गया और विदाउट फिटनेस के उसको खोला गया और इतने लोगों को अलाउ किया गया। उस पुल के ऊपर कहीं पे भी चेतावनी नहीं थी कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ 100 लोग ही अलाउड हैं, और वहां पे इतनी दर्दनाक मौत होती है, इतना बड़ा हादसा होता है। ये हादसा दोबारा और देश की बाकी जगहों पे ना हो, इसकी गारंटी कौन लेगा? इसकी गारंटी देश की सरकार, भारत की सरकार, देश के प्रधानमंत्री को लेनी पड़ेगी, और उनको एक ऐसा मैकेनिज्म तैयार करना पड़ेगा जिसके अंदर किस करप्शन को रोका जाए। अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी बुंदेलखंड एक्सप्रेस का हाईवे का उद्घाटन करते, उसके बाद वो टूट जाता है। मैं इसमें कोई राजनीति नहीं करना चाहता। ये इतना दुखद विषय है, जो 140 से ज्यादा लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है, उसका खामियाजा कौन भुगतेगा? इस देश की सरकार को इसके बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा कि इस तरह की घटनाएं आए दिन पूरे देश में होती हैं। इसके लिए उनको इंश्योर करना पड़ेगा। एक तो जो हादसा हुआ है, उनके लोगों को
somehow governments think that giving an ex gratia or a compensation absolves them of the crime that has been committed. Somehow the government thinks 2 लाख रुपया दे दिया, 50,000 रुपया दे दिया, ex gratia दे दिया, compensation दे दिया, and things will become okay. These are 100 families at least
10 सेकंड
who are destroyed forever.
मैं ये ऐड करना चाहता हूँ कि इसके मैं ये 10 सेकंड की एक चीज ऐड करना चाहता हूँ, इफ यू अलाउ मी। मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि जो कल्प्रिट्स हैं, जो बड़े मगरमच्छ हैं, उनको पकड़कर सख्त से सख्त और टाइम बाउंड सजा मिलनी चाहिए, इमीडिएट सजा मिलनी चाहिए, ताकि आने वाले समय में पूरे देश में इस तरह के हादसे ना हो और जो लोग करप्शन करते हैं उनको कानून का, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का डर होना चाहिए।
बड़े मगरमच्छ तो कभी इस देश में पकड़े ही नहीं जाते। कृष्ण मित्रू, बड़े मगरमच्छ तो इस देश में कभी पकड़े ही नहीं जाते। Do you know after 2005, after the Satara stampede in which more than 350 people were killed, this is the biggest man-made tragedy that India is seeing. And this is man-made.
Yes.
And this is criminal negligence.
Yes, absolutely right. I agree with you. I have said this right from yesterday onwards when the news came out first, that this is 100% man-made, created disaster. Now, as far as Bade Magarmach and Chote Magarmach, this is a live example where you are catching a guard, a ticket seller. What eyewash is this going on? Where is the CEO and the MD of the company? MD is there to make a statement, but he is not there to be arrested. He cannot be arrested. Why? It is he. I just recall, when was this? I don't remember. There was a railway accident when late Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri was the railway minister. The moment that railway accident happened, this man resigned as a railway minister. Today, none of our top brass take the responsibility. If that be so, is the chief minister of Gujarat state, where they claim to be corruption-free state, where they claim to be the best managed state, is not responsible for this culpable homicide? Is the municipal commissioner of the district not responsible for the culpable homicide? It is these people who it has come out.
They are.
They only have said just now.
They are. I agree with you. That a ticket collector and a security guard, you arrest them and you think that the country and the country's citizens will be fooled by the action you're taking. Do we not understand that it is the municipal commissioner who is equally to blame? Where is the MD and the CEO of the Oreva group? Why have they not been questioned or arrested? It has been more than 24 hours. How are you saying, how is the municipality saying this is not our fault? And how can the government and the police get away by saying, oh, look at our response, it was so great, something like this should not have happened. This is man-made, this is murder. This is not negligence, this is, this is not anything else. This is plain and simple murder. And some heads need to hang because of that. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. The numbers are only growing in Morbi. We are keeping a tab on that. Snehal Joshi, Ajpreet, Krishan, Mitroo, and of course, Parvinder Singh Sethi, thank you very much for joining us. I'm slipping into a quick break on the show. There's news on the other side. Do stay.